Mr. Corey Lambie with me this morning.
Good morning, Melissa. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Great. Can't believe we're in December. Here we are. The first little snowstorm. We just heard the city plow going by, keeping our roads cleared. So we appreciate all they do to help us get our kids to school safely.
Absolutely.
On the phone with Dan Anderson over at Go Right Way bright and early this morning, and conversation said roads are good. We're ready to go. So I ask all of our parents and students, take your time getting in today. But it's winter in Wisconsin, and it's just a great time of year. So just making sure we're safe. But happy to be here. Can't believe it's December. We're talking holidays. We're talking generosity. We're talking Christmas programs. So it's a wonderful time of the year.
I was just going to say that. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
I would let you sing that better than me, so we'll just go with it's a wonderful time of year.
Yeah. If I could sing it well,
yes,
I would, but I don't know how well of a singer I am. I can talk good. That's about it.
Yes, you can. That's your job. And
That's
you do it
my
well.
job.
Yep.
So what have you guys been up to at the schools? I know you guys are always so busy.
Yes. And I think it's the time of year where our students and families get a chance to show their generosity and support for one another. And as always, our community just does an outstanding job of providing donations and supporting just the different activities and events we have going on, including November and even through the Christmas holiday season. So we're just grateful for that. Our primary school has a couple of different things going on. They've got a food pantry, cash contribution going on, where families can come into our primary school and provide a cash donation, and then that gets distributed to the different food pantries. They're finding that with that cash donation, perhaps they can spread those dollars a little bit further, buying things in bulk, high need items that they need that they can go purchase on their own. So we appreciate our youngest learners and their families being very active with that. They started a 12 days of giving for the holidays. Very cute activity, and I'm going to just make sure I get my notes here. Day one, they started with warm hands, warm hearts, where you could give a pair of mittens or gloves. They started socks for the soul, where you could drop off socks, warm socks, cuddly socks, just new socks for our families. They're taking those contributions all the way through the holidays, which our last day before the Christmas break is December 23rd, which is Tuesday. So they've got 12 days of giving taking place at the primary school. Christmas programs, holiday programs starting today. It's almost 8:30, so our kindergartners are kicking off here at 9:30 at the high school.
I can't wait.
I know. I would say if families are interested and don't know the exact times, please check our social media. Today is Tuesday. We've got our kindergartners in the morning, 9:30 and 10:30, I believe, are their shows. And then in the afternoon, our first graders are 12:30 and 1:30. And then Thursday, we will have our second graders in the morning, third graders in the afternoon. And then Friday, we wrap up our elementary programs with our fourth graders. Last night, our high school and middle school had their choir concerts.
I bet it was beautiful.
They did a phenomenal job. Our new choir director, Mr. Alex Lederer, I was there for the high school program, did an outstanding job. The kids were phenomenal. He had some support from other teachers and other students joining in. Sarah Anderson played the piano. Hillary Oski and Paul Okray were doing some percussion. So it was just a neat, fun family community event last night. Next Monday on the 15th, will be our middle school and high school band concerts under the direction of Miss Hillary Oski. So, we invite the community to come on out and just hear the great things that our kids are doing. Even if you don't have a child in the schools, just come and check out our band. The choir was last night, so you missed them. But
you can still come and listen to the band.
Absolutely.
I mean, oh my gosh.
And speaking of which, we were talking off the air a little bit. January 2nd, our band has done this for a number of years under Hillary's direction. They do an alumni pep band, community member pep band. You don't even have to be an alumni, but if you want to come and play an instrument, reach out to the high school and connect with Hillary Oski. It's Friday, January 2nd. It's during a boys basketball game, I believe, against Sebastopol. And we just have community members come back and play some great pep music and get the crowd rocking. So, just fun things happening. And when we've got people home for the holidays, why not blow the dust off some of those old instruments and come and join our pep band.
I'm itching because that's right up my alley. I got to find my drumsticks.
There you go. And I can't forget some of the things happening at our secondary level. Our middle school and high school a community event that the middle school hosted last week. They had a family movie night over at the Mariner. The Mariner opened up the theater for middle school families. Movie was free of charge. All you had to pay for was some of the concessions. So we had over 70 families attend that event.
Oh, wow.
Just a night off to take it easy and see an old school movie in the theater. So they went and saw Elf, and that was a great event for them. To make sure I get the title of this right, they had McTeachers Night at McDonald's, with 10% of the sales that night going to the rec room at the middle school. And what made it even more special is a number of our teachers volunteered that night to be servers at McDonald's.
Oh.
So kids could go and get their meals, or community members, and they'd be served by some of their favorite teachers from the middle school. High school has just been extremely active with a number of events where they're providing for the community. One of the events I wanted to make sure our Student Senate officers participated with St. Vincent's Food Drive, and also they were recognized by WLUK Fox 11 for the fact that they were all out there in their jerseys and helping out with accepting donations during that event. So I couldn't be prouder of our kids, all of the great work that they do. And while we're trying to build that strong connection with the community, it's a great opportunity for some of our community members to just come in and contribute, of course, but certainly we just appreciate you to come in and relax and listen to the music and enjoy the holiday season.
Definitely. Oh my gosh, Corey.
Lots going on.
Lots going on.
Yes.
Such great stuff.
Yes.
And what, this other thing that I absolutely love is sharing holiday cheer with the local nursing homes.
Yes. So our intermediate school, who will be performing on Thursday and Friday at the high school, at the auditorium, they're taking it one step further, and they're going to some of our local nursing homes. They'll be singing the same songs that they sing at the holiday concerts, but sometimes it might be difficult for folks to get out to the high school auditorium or to bring the whole group there. So we're going to take the show on the road with our intermediate school students, and they're going to be able to go to sing at the nursing homes. Again, just an opportunity to provide that connection and also spread some holiday cheer. As we move into connecting with the community, big event tomorrow that's taking place at the district, sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce. We appreciate that. Every year they have a leadership academy. This year I believe there's 12 or 14 members to that leadership academy. And what they do on their educational day is they'll go around and they'll visit local schools, and then also I think they wrap up their day out at NWTC with Cindy Bailey. They'll be at Marinette High School, Marinette School District offices tomorrow. We'll have lunch with them, take them on a tour of the high school, and then just kind of talk through what our organization looks like and how it operates. I think it's a great opportunity for folks that are getting started in their organizations as young leaders or leaders in general, and then they also get to see whether it's health industry, manufacturing. The Chamber does a great job of exposing them to all the great things in our local communities. So very proud of that, and we've got to put our best foot forward. So we've got some students that are going to lead the tours tomorrow, and hopefully our guests really enjoy that.
Oh my gosh, how awesome is that?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And then what happened on December 3rd?
Okay, December 3rd, our board had a special board meeting looking at a couple of things taking place in the district. We reviewed school report cards, and then also talked facilities. As you know, we had a referendum fail in April of 2024. So just talking about how we're addressing some of those facility needs as we move forward, and what our next steps might be as we look at options to address some of those needs. Through that process, then we will set more meetings going forward. Those dates have yet to be determined, but when we determine those dates, we'll certainly post those properly and make sure the public is aware of what's going on. And those are always open to the public if people want to come and check out the workshop and some of the things that we're discussing.
Right. And then last night you had a closed session.
Yes, last night, and I wasn't a part of that closed session, but the board is working with CISA 8, which is an agency out of Gillette, and they come up and they're working with them with the next steps on the superintendent search. So the position has been posted. I believe the posting closes January 1st. Last night they met in closed session to review processes going forward as far as employment. What are the criteria that they're looking for? What does the timeline look like going forward? So they do that in closed session so they can review certain criteria that are appropriate to only be discussed in closed session. So so that's their work. It's busy work. It's important work, and looking forward to move forward with that next step.
Oh my gosh. Corey, I don't know about you.
Yep.
But the intermediate school,
Oh,
their family carnival night back in November.
yes.
Tell us about that.
So since the last time we were together, I think it was right before Thanksgiving
Yeah.
break, November 20th sticks out. Our intermediate school hosted a carnival night, and Steph Betts was happy to report they broke the number of 500. They had over 500 guests take part. Students were going around with their parents, taking part in educational activities. Also, just some fun games that you would see at a carnival theme. They had a number of businesses, industries, families that donated buckets for a bucket raffle, raised over $1,500. Those dollars then get put right back into some of their reward and incentive system for things like attendance and behavior. So it was just a full circle great event, and I appreciate you for recalling that one because November seems so far ago, right? But it was a great night, and I remember talking to Steph the next day, and she was just beaming, ear to ear, just saying how proud she was of the staff, but also the students and the community for taking part in that great event. Yeah,
carnival, so awesome.
Carnival night in November, right?
Hey, everybody loves a good carnival night. I know I do. So whether it's a penny carnival or a regular carnival, sure. It's all fun.
It's all fun.
It's all good fun. Yes. So, but you also had some MHS students.
We did. Yes, Matt Maratz took 5 of our students down to the Skills USA district competition at Pulaski High School. All 5 of our kids did an outstanding job. One of our students brought back a silver medal. So just always great to see. Our tech ed department is continuously bringing our students out to give them different opportunities, competitions to get their recognition, but also just to get practice and get their names out there because we know we are in a heavy manufacturing area and we want our kids to graduate and stay right here in Marinette. And I think by providing those opportunities to see how good they are with some of those skills that they're learning just promotes that confidence in our kids as they graduate.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. And you have a winter break coming up.
We do. We do a well-deserved winter break for not
so
just
lucky.
Our staff, but also for our students. They've been working hard in everything that they do. And winter break usually marks almost halfway through the school year, right? I can't believe we're talking about that. But yeah, December 23rd is a Tuesday. That's our last day before Christmas break. And then students will have off Wednesday the 24th all the way through January 4th, which is a Sunday. They'll come back on Monday, January 5th, ready to start 2026, and away we go. So, yeah, some good things coming up. We mentioned January 2nd, so hopefully there's some alumni out there listening. Please reach out to Marinette High School and get in touch with Hillary Oski. She'll set you up and make sure you know when to begin. And I have to mention one more thing on the middle school that I saw on my list that I wanted to make sure I mentioned. They had 115 students in the month of November that had perfect attendance.
Wow.
We know it turns into cold and flu season. We know there's hunting going on. We know there's trips, there's holidays, but we're very proud of our students and our families for making just a concerted effort to get our students to school as often as they can. It's important for them to build that connection and also build that habit to see the importance of showing up to work and showing up to school on time. So we appreciate everybody out there doing your best to get our kids to school on a daily basis, and we'll just keep going along. I wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and just look forward to January as it comes in.
Absolutely. Well, Merry Christmas to you.
Same to you, Melissa.
Right.
Thank you for always allowing me to come in.
Well, absolutely. It's always a blast to learn what's going on. I love hearing what's going on with, Marinette and Menominee and everybody else that, any of the schools that want to come in and share. But it's always nice to hear what's going on locally. So
thank you for providing us that opportunity.
Yeah,
we greatly appreciate all that you do for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody else, hang tight. We got another guest coming up. So hang tight.